Hey friends, what's going on? Keder here on a beautiful day. Late night check-in. I'm actually making this quick video today. It's not gonna be a long one, but I'm actually holding my phone on a 1080p type of format. Let me know if you guys can see me. I usually hold it the other way. I had to update my phone. So what happened, I was still running the old, I had to install the new iOS. I was still running the old one, so I couldn't do my live where it would show the whole screen. So let's do a quick check-in. Let me know if you guys can see me, if you guys can hear me clearly, because I'm using it differently. So let me know. Can you guys drop a comment down below? Let me know if you guys can hear it, if you guys can see me, if we good to go, and then we'll do this quick live. I'll be giving you guys some value and help you inside of your business. Let me get a yes in the comments, something. Let me know if you guys can see it. All right, cool. Tamara said yes. Awesome. All right, guys, so what's going on? Positive Squad in the house, loud and clear. What's going on, man? What's up, cuz? What's going on? So, guys, this is absolutely awesome. So let me give you a tip right now as I'm making this video. So a lot of you know I've been talking about, YouTube, some of the stuff that I've been doing, some of the earning that we've been able to do. And the whole thing with YouTube, one of the tips with strategy that I would do a Facebook Live and I would take it and put it on YouTube. Now, when you do a live and you're holding the phone, I wish I had my other phone here with me. If you're holding the phone like straight up like this, which is how I used to hold my phone, when you post the video on YouTube, it cannot rank. Why? Because YouTube has a format as a 1080p format. So more likely than other, for your videos to rank, they have to be in a 1080p format. Now, doesn't mean that your video won't have views if you set it up in a way where you're holding the camera straight up, like in a vertical way instead of the horizontal way that you usually hold it, which is why I've been fighting for so long to get my live to be in a horizontal way, because on my live, sometimes I give some great value, and if I could rank them, it would be even much better. So it's the same thing. So if you have an update to your system, your iOS system, and your Facebook Live, and they cannot be on sideways, you might want to do that if you have an iPhone. Or I don't know what services you use, but I have an iPhone, so that's how I've been able to do this. But anyway, guys, let's get into it. So yesterday we spoke about, let's look at today, the results so far. It's funny. There was this guy that came on my live yesterday, and he was like, "Oh no, man, there's no way you making money with YouTube," or whatever the case could be. So in this video, I'll show you that. I'll show you that AdSense. We'll do a AdSense login. So we're gonna go to AdSense. Let's go to AdSense, and I'll do a live. Because some other YouTubers was like, "No, hell, no way, you actually making stuff happen." You guys see me log in live, and this is the stuff that AdSense said. You reach 1 million ad impression, which is great. So it's a milestone. And then this is gonna be my finalized payment for this month. And you guys can see it's a live login. And this dude was talking about how whatever I was doing, it was like kind of trick you guys or fake or whatever. He put a comments, and that didn't bother me because I don't feel like I have anything to prove to anybody except my family, and you guys know I've been doing this stuff for a while. So it's crazy. You still gonna have those people who say the same thing, and then so that means that this month my payment finalized is gonna be $1,000. And if I was to go for view payments, you'll see that it's consistent, where it's a residual income, like where it's like $1,000 last month, October, $1,000 November, December. I don't really, and this video is not really about me making $1,000. I want it to be more about you. How can you get that? Because this is an event. Smart marketer, let me give you a tip right now, okay? Smart marketer or business owner, they don't focus on events. They focus on the processes. Newbies or people that gets excited about seeing someone hit $1 million or make some type of thing happens in the business, they get excited about the event, right? They don't get excited about the process. So that's why you will see people, like someone will say, hey man, I made $1 million on Facebook, and you get a bunch of likes and people like it, and, you know, people love it. But when it comes to figure out, maybe buy the training or maybe go to a mastermind and learn the process, not that many people are excited about the process. So even if you meet someone who's successful, you gotta flip your mind. Like a lot of people, they'll get wowed by the results. Or maybe I show you some results in the computer and you get wowed by it. And you don't wanna stay there, because just being wow or just the event is not gonna get you the results that you want. So you wanna get excited about the process. How can you duplicate the same thing? How can you do the same thing that I'm actually doing? So I put a group together. For those of you who want to take YouTube to the next level, it's going to require some work, but add yourself to the group and we'll be doing some stuff where I can help you grow yourself to the next level. You know, in that same concept, I want to talk about 3 P's that you want to have in place inside of your business that can help you big time. And someone asked me, what about my lead flow? My lead flow is still, if I go to my traffic for today, which I can log in, my lead flow is still the same. Like I was telling you guys, over 100 leads a day. I mean, lead flow is still the same. Today's 116. Yesterday was 120. I mean, from this new list of 27, lead flow is still the same. Income-wise, I've tested some stuff. Let me go ahead and do a live login on the income stuff, on the income part. You know, with this traffic, you can test whatever you want. So I can just log in into one on my account. Is it making money? Yeah, I mean, the traffic is converting. I mean, 33 clicks still makes $700. That's really high. All right, so now finish talking about the results. Guys, I cannot see anything the way that this thing is set up. Like, I can't see your comments or anything like that. Comments, like it says that I got 10 comments, but I can't even see it. I can't see them. Where do I see the comments? This is new. I have to play with this stuff. Okay, you got 10 comments so far, but it doesn't allow me to interact, but that's cool. It doesn't matter, guys. So let's talk about the 3 P's that you want to focus on when you're building your business online. Okay, not you want to focus on, the 3 P's that you're gonna find yourself in. The first one is, a lot of people get stuck in the past. The reason a lot of people don't move on or they don't get results inside of their business, they get stuck in the past. Maybe they had a bad experience. Maybe their friends introduced them to, maybe a business model and it didn't work for them. So they stay stuck in the past. Therefore, they close themselves to new opportunity or to new knowledge. They close themselves to whatever that can take them to the next level. So, you cannot live in the past, okay? The past is already gone. You cannot change it. There's nothing you could do about it. Maybe you tried something and you got burned. Whatever the case is, you've tried something in the past, it didn't work. So you don't want to close yourself to opportunities where you cannot open your eyes to what's going around you and take new opportunities, okay? And the next P is the present, okay? Some people, they get stuck in their current circumstances, right? They get stuck in the fact that I can't pay the bills, or they get stuck in the fact that, oh, things are not working for me right now. And that's all that they see at that moment. And it stopped them from moving forward. It stopped them from going after the future and going after their goals. One thing that I said earlier is that if your excuses can be choking the life out of your goals. If your excuses are just so big, you cannot have your excuses and have your goals at the same time. So you're gonna have to let go of one of them. You either have your excuses or you create your goal, or you make your goal happen. You cannot have both. So if you're gonna make this stuff happen, like, you can't say, hey man, I can't make videos, or I don't want to be in front of camera, or man, I got a crooked teeth, I got a crooked eye, or I don't want to put myself out there. If those are your mindset, you cannot win with the strategy that I'm gonna teach you. You cannot have your excuses and reach your goals at the same time. You're gonna have to girl up. You're gonna have to man up. You have to do whatever you gotta do, even if you're scared out of your mind. Whatever the case is, if you want to do the strategies, you have to do some. You have to do some work. You have to do some growing and do whatever you gotta do with fears until you overcome your fears. And once you do it over and over again, you get better. Repetition is the mother of all skills, so it becomes a skill set and you could do it with your eyes closed. Okay, and the next P I want to talk about is potential. This is where you want to live in. You want to live into your potential, not your present. Because if you keep looking at your present, you're missing out your potential, your future. You know, you don't want to work to whatever you have currently right now in your life. Your potential is a lot bigger. So you want to start focusing on what can happen for me if I start doing whatever I need to do. What can happen for me if I start running my business the way I want to run it. Guys, I want to have some interaction with you. Leave, learn, in progress. Positive Squad said. It's kind of impossible for me to do it on this thing. It's like, how do I see your comments? Oh, cool. I have to scroll on the page. All right, guys. So sorry if I didn't get interaction much. I have to scroll on the page. Now that I see it, it's kind of new. I had to update my phone. All right. So we have Tamara, got a comment. What's going on? All right. We have Evans on the line, Daphne, West Wengo, Ahmed on the line, Frederick. Just tune in, dealing with my babies. Hey, Austin, I can feel you. I made a video earlier and my babies was in the background. And you know, I think the cool thing about this is, guys, if you work from home, you know, I'm not expected to be a professional like all the time. And I tell people that, hey, this is not what I'm teaching you guys. I don't see myself as a YouTuber or anything like that. I'm a dad. I work from home, and sometimes you guys are gonna hear my kids in the background, even in my trainings, even in anything that I do. And I think people can relate to that because of the fact that I'm not trying to portray someone that I'm not. Like, you know, I have kids. I got 3 kids. You guys know them. I mean, most of the time I put them on my Facebook Live or on my posts. I'm a dad. Like, most of the time, whenever my wife goes out, I have to take care of all 3 of them, you know? I don't have a nanny or anything like that. So sometimes, baby's gonna start crying in the middle of my training or videos, and I have to run and tend to my kids and do what I gotta do and be a dad. So, like I said, man, whatever in your life that could be an excuse, it could be a reason on why you should do this thing. Like, people ask me all the time, dude, how do you do it? You got 3 kids and whatever. And it's usually whatever that's in your life that can be an excuse can also be a reason to why you should get things done. Like, for example, I got 3 kids, I can't do this stuff. Well, it would be, well, I got 3 kids, there's no way I'm going to be working a job or work for somebody else or make the dream come true. I have to make mine come true so that I can help my kids in the future. You know, hey, you got a sucky job or you don't have time. You know, your job is sucking all your time, it's sucking the life out of you. There's no way you can do this. Or you can flip that excuse into a reason why you should do it. I hate my job, it sucks, and I can't see myself doing this stuff for the rest of my life. Hell no way. You know, I was not born to just pay bills, and you know, I have a lot more inside of me. So, like I said, guys, every excuses that you have, you can turn it into a reason why you should get whatever you have to do. You should get that thing done. So, Austin, I can definitely understand. All right, so guys, tell me, you guys have any questions on what I talk about? You know, the past, you don't want to be stuck there. Let it go. It's the past. If you tried something and didn't work, be open to new opportunity. The present, you don't want to stuck there. No matter whatever you have going through right now with your life, wherever your present is right now, that's not where you're gonna stay, or that's not where you're going. So you want to focus on potential. Potential is opportunity. Potential is what's possible. You know, potential is when you see someone is doing something, you want to know what's the process. Okay, we're not focusing on the event, we're focusing on the process. How can I duplicate that same results for myself, right? You focus on that process, and then boom, lo and behold, if you do get your hands on the process, you are willing to put in the work, you can create the same results. All right, so I'm learning a lot about Shopify from you, wondering what should I sell? Okay, Brett Wallace said, what should I sell? Okay, here's the thing with the question on how or what should I sell on my Shopify store. There's a mentor of mine who taught me on digging your own well. You will see, here's what happened. Like with a lot of people that's doing Shopify, e-commerce, whatever, you know, they would buy a training, and everybody that go into the courses, they will, you know, most of the time I can guarantee you, if you go through my training or any training, I do not recommend you to choose any of the product that is used as an example in the course, because that's what everybody's gonna use. So when everybody's running right, go for left. So I'd say if you're running an e-commerce store, what you really want to do is choose a day out of the week. Instead of you trying to make money, choose a day to do research and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to research on AliExpress or wherever you're going to source your product. Research 10 good products or products that other people are not seeing, or product that's in the trending, that's trending at the moment. Like a lot of people are liking or sharing. Some of those products, you might find yourself finding a product that nobody else out there is actually pushing. And you ended up finding that product and you make millions out of that. A lot of the time, some of the products that we find, those are some of the products that makes the most killing because nobody else, the competition is so low. Nobody else is pushing it. It's not in the training. 95% of people that go through the training, they're going to go for the exact product that's in that training because they clustered with that little mind. So what I'm saying, Brett, the advice that I could give you on what product you should sell on your Shopify is to choose a day and start testing. Start going out of the box. Start looking to see what people like. Right now is the holiday season. A lot of people are buying a lot of stuff. Start testing different stuff on your store. Dig your own well. Okay, dig your own well. And then once you find something that's winning, stick with that and push more. So that's what I could tell you on that, man. So true about the pass skipping out. West Wingo say this is so true. What's a good tracking software? Samantha asks, what's a good tracking software? Personally, I use, I have my own tracking software, but you could use stuff like, there's a couple of them. Because I have mine for so long that I haven't used the other stuff that's out there. But tracking software, I know, yeah, the name just gun to my head. Okay, which one do I use? I'll just tell you here real quick. There's a couple different ones that I know that a lot of people use. Samantha, once it comes to me, I'll let you know. Because right now, the one that I use personally is one that's made for me. So I had someone, put the tool for me and everything. So that's what I've used, and I've been using it for the last 3 years. And the reason I like to use it is because it's hosted on my own domain, and I don't have to worry about, software being down or whatever. It's my own stuff. Okay, Ahmed said, hey, Keder, I love your mindset and positivity. How do I develop the same mindset as yours? It's all about reading, because here's what's gonna happen. Like a lot of the time, the reason why reading might not be effective for some people is because maybe they don't have a place they pouring it out. So if you're making videos, which would be great, you're gonna start seeing the transformation in your mind. Because whatever you put in, that's what's going to come out. And it's hard to see it if you don't have a place where you're expressing yourself, whether through writing, whether through reading. So sometimes people are reading, or they say, hey, Keder, it's not changing. Nothing is changing, because they're looking for the outer results. Like they might be reading, or they might be listening to audio, or trying to change their mind, but they're looking for the results inside of their business. They're looking for that monetary results, and not understanding that it's the mind that's changing and it's going to attract the money later on. So I'll say in order for you to create a positive mindset, what you want to do is to pour in. And I know it's very cliche, and we hear these things a lot, like whatever you put in, that's what's going to come out. And it's so cliche because we hear it all the time, but it's so true. Once I dive into personal development and I start reading, like right now, this is the book that I'm reading. It's called Obsess. Be Obsessed or Be Average. It's a book by Grant Cardone. He's one of my mentors. I follow him. This guy is a beast. Because I always keep stuff around. I'm always reading every single day. I read from people who has what I want, and I keep feeding that mind. So what's gonna happen once the mind is gonna start picking up on the stuff you're reading. So your mind is gonna start changing. It's gonna start changing because the old information is going out, and you putting in the new information. So the more you feed it, the more your mind is going to become on the positive side. The more you stay positive, listening to positive audio. And if you find a place where you can exert, like you can get whatever you got in, you can push it out, whether it's through videos, through blogs, you're gonna start seeing the effects. Like you're not gonna be able to tolerate negativity or negative people around you. So you can start working on your mindset a lot more. So I'll say, in order for you to create a mindset that is positive, you definitely wanna read and listen to audio. It's gonna make a big difference. All right, Judy said, I appreciate you, shared your video. That's what's up. Awesome. Awesome. I appreciate you, Judy. You are amazing. So, yeah, guys, if you guys have any other questions on business, on you know, whatever that I'm doing right now and plans for 2017, feel free to ask, and then I'll just answer those things. It's funny. The person who actually wrote the stuff on my YouTube that says, "Hey man, my results are fake" or whatever. You know, they're a YouTuber, and it's funny. They came back. Actually took a. Let me see if I can find the. If I can find where they came back and say, "Hey man, I'm sorry," because I did another video and I showed my results live, just like I showed you guys, and it was like, oh man, they just couldn't believe that the numbers, because the numbers I'm pulling, let me show it to you here, guys. And that, you see that? So I made this video yesterday. I was like, yo, I just hit, you know, $1,500 on YouTube, and this guy was like, yo, why do you lie, man? Like, you know, no way you made $1,500 with 160K views, 167K views, because my channels, they're not that big, but I'm still pulling big numbers. So I showed him the stuff that I was doing. You know, I didn't care to show me proof or whatever to him. But then after that, he came back. After he saw the proof, he was like, well, I need to learn from you. Sorry, I need to whatever. Anything that seems legit because of the number. What I'm saying, guys, is that there's no reason for me to sit here and lies or anything like that. It's the stuff that I'm actually making happen. You know, I work hard to make this stuff happen, and I'm not gonna guarantee people, hey, you just gonna come and breeze by. Like a lot of people, they're looking for the magic bullet, and I don't believe in the magic bullet. Anybody that's promising you online, hey, this is easy, you don't have to do anything, just chill, relax. Maybe it's a sales page, they're just trying to get you to buy, but I promise you, guarantee you, once you get in the inside, if you're gonna make a difference in your life, you're gonna have to work for it. A lot of people have the lottery mentality. You know, they just think that, man, it's just gonna be, you know, something for nothing. That's why I don't play the lottery. I don't know if you play the lottery, but I don't play the lottery because, you know, most of the time you have what's called the subconscious mind, which is what we was talking about earlier. By reading, you are able to affect your subconscious mind and let it know what you want. And I feel like by playing the lottery, like people are expecting to make $1 million by paying $1, or they buy this, you know, mega ball is like, you know, mega ball is $1 billion or it's $900 million. Everybody's trying to play the lottery. Hopefully that I can win. I'm paying $1 so I can get $1 million. You know, a couple million or whatever the case is. And what usually happens with the people that plays the lottery, they usually go broke after they won that money. Why? Because they have no money principle. They have no wealth principle. They don't know how to create it. So I would rather you, instead of coming into internet business, online business, instead of coming with the mindset or the money mindset of a lottery winner or a lottery ticket, come in and learn the true wealth building principle. Then you're gonna be able to keep what you make, or even if you lose it again, you will be able to create it again. I've never seen someone who won the lottery, if they lose their money, where they can make it again. Never, because they are not properly trained. Like that money did not came through understanding wealth principle or wealth building principle, where they can actually recreate that. They can't, because they don't have any principle or understand how to do it. So if you're building a business yourself, what you truly want to focus on the process, okay, not the event. Focus on, okay, what are the true wealth principle? How can I build this business? What do I need to have? What are the basic and the foundation that I need that's going to keep my business in there long term, okay? So what's the best book to learn about the subconscious mind? The best book to learn about the subconscious mind, one of the best books that changed my life, I know like a lot of people talks about it, is Think and Grow Rich. And I remember I've had a taste of success before I even got into the whole mindset thing. It was like, I got a taste of success, but I didn't know how to manage it. It was like, oh man, I've get this success, just like a lottery winner. So you got a lottery mindset. You just think that, residual is perpetual. So I've got this great success and I think it's gonna be forever. Like some of you might be building your business and you're a newbie and you got this great success and you felt like, oh my God, my life is gonna change forever. But not knowing that in building, you're gonna have to face many different trials and tribulations. You're gonna have to overcome them. You have to have the right mindset. Because in order for you to keep it, it's easier for you to lose what you've created than it is for you to actually create it, right? Gain it. So it's easier for you to lose it. So if you don't have the right mindset and the right principle for the mind, you're not going to be able to actually keep it. So that happened to me in the beginning. I've made really great income and I lost it all because I started buying stuff, or I started, wanting to impress people and stuff like that. And it was crazy. Then I got a friend of mine that invited me to a group called the Think and Grow Rich. It's still going on by Paul Hutchin. He's a good friend. And, they started talking about how to impact the mindset in this little book. I have a bunch of books over here. So this is a powerful book, The Entrepreneur Solution. There's one thing in there that talks about the 9 C's of an entrepreneur. It's a really, really powerful book. I love this book. Yeah, I'm looking for Think and Grow Rich. I don't see it. Rich Dad Poor Dad is a pretty good one, but I don't see my Think and Grow Rich. The Think and Grow Rich book is one of the best books that you can start working on your mindset, because it talks about the principle on how to create wealth and income in your life. Makes you understand that we was born with nothing. Guys, me and you, we came out of the mother's womb. I didn't have anything. I didn't come with a t-shirt. I didn't come with this. I didn't come with a computer. I came with nothing, therefore I'm living with nothing. This is just an experience. Being on earth is an experience. All we're doing is just trying to create the best experience that we can create for ourselves. Because we don't live with nothing, Nobody came with a computer in their hands and say, hey, I'm going to be the best computer person. I'm a genius. I'm going to create water. Or I'm going to create computer. We all came with nothing and we live with nothing. But there's principle on how you can grow yourself and accumulate things and attract stuff in your life and become attractive to wealth and start providing the best experience for your family, for your life. And it doesn't matter who you are and where you came from, you can do this stuff. What are the places you spend most of the money to advertise with? Any good advice and value effective on advertising? Advertising, here's the thing with advertising. I highly recommend having a budget for advertising, because what happened to a lot of people, they start advertising, they just come in. My advertising money, to me, is just lost money. Like I don't like, if at the end of the week I set up a budget for advertising, Brett, for all my business, and to me, I don't even care for that money. It's like a lost money to me, right? The reason I think that way is because a lot of people, when they thinking about advertising, all they think is about the ROI. They just want to get the return on investment. And if they spend like, $30, they spend $100, they spend $1,000 or $10,000 and they lost it, man, it's like they lost the business. Like they will never try again, or they done. And you don't want to have that mindset. With advertising, if you start being in profit, you want to go as 30% back into the business for advertising. And most of the time, a lot of the time, you're going to take a lot of L's. Sometimes I coach students and people and I see they're crying over, maybe $1,000 lost in advertising. Maybe they tested a product or they did not get the return on investment and they like, oh, I'm done with this business model. It doesn't work or whatever. To me, advertising is lost money. You don't even have to think about it. Of course, you're going to get better. You're going to start strategizing so you can understand, if I put $1, I could get $3 out. This is where I want to be, the sweet spot. If I could put in $1 and get $2 out and get more people, get more exposure. So that's the sweet spot. But to me, advertising is just all about, it's all about being willing to let go of your money for it to bring back more money to you, with the hope of bringing back. It doesn't mean that it will always bring back. So as you get better, you start testing, you start understanding the principle behind it, then you can start scaling and start making more money. So that's my take on this. What's up, Cortez? How do you manage all your businesses? Amazon, YouTube, ClickBank. All right. How do I manage Amazon, YouTube, ClickBank, Shopify, all my business, etc., and etc., the stuff that I have? How do I manage all of them? Okay. What you want to do is to learn it, automate, delegate. Okay. So that's the process that I go by. Okay. Learn, automate, delegate. So whatever businesses that you're going to get in, what you want to do is to learn the process, know how to do it yourself, and then you want to automate the process. You want to find ways on how you can automate the process, and then you want to delegate. Once you automate it, you understand how it's done. You can set up some software, some stuff, done it for you. Then you go get a couple of VAs. You get a couple of people to work for you that runs your stores. So let's say, for example, you was doing Shopify. You're running the store, and you have a couple of items that are winning. So what you want to do, you want to learn how to run the store. You want to learn the back office so that if anything happens when you have a VA, you can always log back in and take care of your customers and take care of your business. Okay, so you want to learn it first and then automate it. Use as much tools as possible, and then you want to delegate. You want to find a team of people, find a team of outsourcers that can actually take care of your store or take care of your business. Same thing. If you closing deals on the phone, and if you have a hot product to sell, learn how to do it, and then find a couple of closers, people that you're gonna pay on commission, and they can start making sales for you, and you pay them every time they make a sale. Once I have a script that's working, and I've tested it, I know how to work it. You gotta get yourself a couple of people to actually do it for you. What happens sometimes to people that like to cling to their work, and I used to be the same way. Sometimes I feel like if I don't do it or if I don't get it done, it's not done well, or someone else can do it like I can do it. I had to deal with that a lot in the beginning when I had to learn to outsource. Some of the time that we're thinking, oh man, I could do a better job, or if I don't do it, but you're just one person. If you want to increase, if you want to expand, if you want to blow up, you're going to have to start trusting someone to do a 80% job, even though you could have done it at 100% because you know how to do it. You would have done it at 100%, but you're going to have to allow someone that could do it at 80% so that you can have that time for yourself, or so that you can have that time to invest into something else in a different type of business model. So, yeah, that's how I go about it, Greg. Yeah, so it's been a long video, guys. I truly appreciate you for, being very interactive. So if you haven't been part of the group, see what we're doing. I'm going to be dropping some massive value in there, helping people, take themselves to the next level. I hope you do appreciate the stuff that I'm doing. If you do, like, share this video. Also, I'm giving away, for the people that watch this video to the end, I usually do a giveaway every week. So this week I'm giving away $50. At the end of the week, I'll just pick out a winner. I picked out a winner yesterday, and I'm picking out a winner next week. For anybody who shares my video, who comments, who interact with my stuff, I pick out a random winner, and I send you the $50 to the mail. So if you're interested in that, all you gotta do is like, comment this video, share it, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, go subscribe there. That was Keder, guys. Appreciate you. I hope you do find value in this stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See you guys later. Bye.